Okay, for all you folks with a gas furnace, maybe your thermostat says the heat is on, but it's not actually on, or maybe you smell a little gas. If you smell a little gas, that could be because your furnace tried to ignite 3 times and then it wouldn't ignite. So there's a little leftover gas. It's nothing to be crazy alarmed about, but you need to get to the bottom of what's up with your furnace. So I ran into this problem recently, and I'm going to tell you what ended up happening and how I fixed it. Let's go look at the furnace. All right, guys, most of these furnaces, if it says your heat is on, this one's on right now. But if it's not on, and it says it's on, it's more than likely going to be a blinking light. That's going to tell you, that light blinks a code. And you're going to be able to take your panel off here, and on the back side of this panel, it tells you what the blinking codes are. Also, you can take this panel off to trip this pressure switch, and it will kill power to this whole thing. Now, if it's not igniting, most of the time, it's the igniter. And the igniter is just simply a, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little rectangular stick that sits right there in that flame. And when there's no flame, it gets power from these wires right here, and it just glows super bright until it starts the flame. So it's right here, and then over here on this side you have a flame sensor, and what that does is it senses the flame, and if it doesn't sense a flame when it thinks you should have a flame, that's what will cut this thing off and error it out. So for those igniters, it's really hard to look at them back in there and see if it is a good igniter or not, because they will glow anyway, but maybe they're not glowing enough. But I'm going to show you right here. So here's a better look at one of these igniters. Not much to it, but you see the white, the little white spot on the stick. When it's getting a white spot like that, they're known to be on their last leg. So, this one at least, what I could do with it for a while, I could unplug it or just turn my furnace off for a bit, let this thing cool back down, and then it would ignite again. And then it would work for a day or two, and it might shut off again in the middle of the night. There's only a couple different of these igniters. They're not universal, but there's not very many different ones. You can pick this one up on Amazon for 30 bucks. If you manage to find a place to buy it in store, which is near impossible since all heating and cooling stuff is wholesale only virtually. In store, this is about $65. It's really nuts. There's just nothing to it. I was in a bind. I had to buy one in store, and then I ordered an extra one online for 30 bucks to have in case this ever happens again. So yeah, it's a real simple install. It's got one screw that goes up in there and just this little plug, and yeah, pretty easy fix. So if your thermostat says the heat is on, then and it's not actually on, this is probably your culprit.